Hi everyone, this is Deanna. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming on and I am going to be doing a tutorial on some button cards. I spent the morning playing with some buttons that I received from Buttons Galore and More, and I had done a previous video unboxing and I was really excited. This is an example of one of the cards I made. I believe this collection's the Wildflower collection by Simple Stories, and I have some swaps that I'm getting ready to send out. I thought these would be really cute little cards to send in with the swaps. So I made this one, and then I recently have been working with the Full Bloom collection by Simple Stories, and these were some of the cut aparts, and look at the vibrant, beautiful colors. And so eventually I'll be making some button cards out of these. And then I made this one today. This is a postcard. I was in a button bash swap, and I received this button from Navasha, and I just thought it was as cute as can be. And so I just got out my buttons and tried to match the colors, and I put a little black one here, the pink, and I just thought this was just darling. And I left the back blank. I should mention that. So when you do send it, I like to put a backing on here so you don't see when you're tying it off. Here I backed it up on some gingham, black gingham, black and white, and so it covers up all that. But they're just darling. And then I'm packaging them up like this. So I did this one, and I wanted to show you the back on this. So celebrate every day. Isn't that just lovely? And this paper I absolutely love, and I bought it as, at Hobby Lobby. You buy it where they sell the single sheets of 12 by 12, and it's I don't know what they call it. It's not corrugated, but it is kind of like a corrugated paper, but it's real wrinkly, and I love this. I use it for a lot of projects. You can get it, I believe, 40% off now every other week, so watch your ads. And then I created this one, which I think is so stinking cute. It's like, who doesn't love yellow and black and white together? And again, I used that paper for the backing. And so these are the beads, or the buttons, I'm sorry, that I used. And I believe I got this one at either Joann's or Walmart. And these came from Buttons Galore and More, the flowers. And so what you'll need to do to make them, we're going to make one together, and it's pretty simple. I've picked out this one right here. I thought this would be a simple, easy one. I did my thread already because they're kind of, you have to be really careful when threading it because the embroidery thread I use is kind of thick, and I'll show you. So this is the pink. I did get it at Hobby Lobby back in the yarn section, and I absolutely love the white the most. As you can see, I used white on all of these so far. I have hot pink, blue, white, yellow, green, purple. So I have a variety of colors because I make a lot of tassels. But I just did a couple needles. These are the needles that I use. They're the tapestry needles. They are not sharp on the end, so you don't poke yourself. And it's a number 20. So I found that these work the best because I can thread through. And you'll need some scissors and tape if you're going to put a backing on it. So the first thing I do is I lay out which card I want and how I want my buttons on there. So I pretty much want it this way. And I'm going to do white thread. So when I thread it, I don't double thread it. I just single thread it. So this is just hanging, and then I knot it at the end. And I cut a pretty long piece so I could do several buttons at once. So I don't have to keep rethreading it, because it's kind of hard to sometimes just get it on the first try. But here I just position how I want it. If I want my little buttons to go this way or which way. But I poke a hole first through here. And I just kind of give it an opening. That way I could turn it over and I can just find it really fast. And then I poke it through the next one. And I always, on a 2 buttonhole, I do 3 times to make sure it's nice and secure. So we'll do a couple buttons. Then to tie it off, I come around on the back and I go under that and through the loop. And I do that twice, just to make sure it's on there good. And your recipient, whoever gets it, if they want to use the buttons on a project, they could just snip it off or they can display it. I just think it's a good way to use your cut-aparts when you don't know what to do with them. It's just a fun way to decorate them up and give them as a little extra. Make a little card out of them. Who doesn't love buttons? So, you know, start using your buttons. Put a smile on your friend's face. So this is pink. So I'm going to go in with a pink. I haven't done color yet, so it's all ready to go. I think I'm going to use hot pink. So I just go in, puncture a little hole there, and then I go through the back, and I can find it really easy. And I just, the first couple cards I did, I was a little slow at, just to make sure I was, you know, just finding a pattern. And but after a couple cards, they go really quick. You can make quite a few of them in a short amount of time. And I just like to go through my buttons. I put them in a container, and I received from Navasha just a container full of buttons. And see, I did this loop here, so I'm gonna have to probably cut that, which I haven't had that problem yet. So I'm just gonna go through another time. I'm gonna have to trim that down. I want to make sure it's nice and secure before I do, because I don't want that bulk on the back, even if I do put a backing on it. So I just snip it and it should be fine. Then I just tie another knot and I'm ready for the next one. I do 2 to 3 little knots on top of each other so that it doesn't go through the paper. And I just like to take my time because I like to make sure I get the buttons where I want them to go. So I kind of like it right there. So I puncture my hole and then come through. Just like I said, I go 3 times on a double hole button, and I only do twice if there's 4 buttonholes. And I believe I do have some 4 buttonholes that I'll show you why. So there's the colored thread, embroidery thread, versus the white. Now I think on a yellow button I would like yellow, and on a white button I would like the yellow embroidery thread. So I'm just kind of playing around, having fun with it. And like I said, I want to send some of these out with some swaps that I have ready to go out the door. So there's that one. Let's do a white with the hot pink. I think that will look pretty. So I'm going to tie my knot. Hope I'm in frame here. I know that people have done made button cards, I believe. I haven't really looked on YouTube. It was just something that popped in my head one day when I was unboxing the buttons on a couple videos ago. So and I always have extra cards, these cut-aparts. And let's see, the back of this, it's really pretty, but this collection is so gorgeous. I wanted to really use these cards because they're just, it's all so beautiful. So let's do one more. But how fun, Maggie Holmes collection. Get your pinks and yellows out and your mints. But it just adds so much. I don't know. I just think it's really cheery and pretty. So, and I'm not on camera. I probably take a little bit more time, just to be so it's real clean and done. I don't know, I'm a slow crafter, and when I'm filming, I like to be efficient and not, you know, keep you here all day. So I'm going to do one more because this is a 4 button. I'm going to, I think, put it down here. And so I'm going to puncture my hole. And like I said, this isn't sharp. And when you start getting into your smaller buttons, it's good. That's a good thing, because I have poked myself plenty of times. So on the 4, I only loop it twice. Then I come and puncture another hole. Then I come in the back side and do this twice. And then I tie it off. Go through the hoop. And then I'm going to show you one more, because my thread's ready to go. It's all knotted, and it is, oops, I really like to add a little black, because there's so much, you know, like accent, like black. So it just, I found these little tiny black buttons at, I believe, Joann's, and it's a 2-holer. And with the tiny buttons, I only go through twice, because if you try to do 3 times, it gets pretty thick, and then it's really hard to get your needle through the hole. So I'm going to tie it off. And this is because it's so small, you have to really be careful to get your needles between. And there you go. Snip it off. And I wanted to just give you a couple more ideas. You can add trim, ribbon. Let's see, this one's, I was going to do another black button here, but I can add that later. Let's see how cute. So, plus, when you send it as a swap, it says beautiful you. You know, I love sending my friends nice things like that. And but you can add trim. Look how cute. You can make tags and put seam binding or ribbon, or I mean, it's endless what you can do. And the more that you play around, the more creative you probably become. So those are my button cards. I hope that you like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will hit that subscription button and follow along with me. I really would appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.